Therefore, and it's going to be very hard for him to accept. You guys won't understand it. If you've been a world champion, you believe you're the best man on the planet. You know, it's very hard to accept anything less. And so for Tyson, for that to really sink in, once he accepts that, he's really done. He ain't done. He's just stepped away from as part of his negotiation, as far as I'm concerned.
If he fights Anthony Joshua, that will be the one that people want to see. That will probably still fill Wembley, but as a boxing purist and as a lover of the sport, am I that bothered if Tyson Fury never steps in the ring with Anthony Joshua? I'll be honest, no. AJ's been flattened.
Johnny Nelson doesn't sugarcoat it. Fury's got no path past AJ. Nelson insists Joshua already owns the blueprint to dismantle him. That same clinical punch AJ has landed before could end it again. In Nelson's eyes, Joshua's power, precision, and mental strength simply outclass Fury's awkward tricks and showmanship.
Why? Because Tyson Fury's a fighting man. So I know Dylan White is nightmares to everybody. You never know. Right now, people are thinking, yes, I know how to take that boy out. It's the same shot Anthony Joshua took him out with, and Pulev took him out, Povetkin took him out with. But I just think, fight-wise, I'd lean towards Anthony Joshua.
Johnny Nelson cuts deep. Fury leans too heavily on mind games, but Joshua's too focused, too unshakable to be rattled. Strip away the mental warfare, and it's just a fight, one where AJ's power, timing, and composure take over. For Nelson, that's why Joshua holds the key to beating Fury every time.
Whatsoever. And you saw, and that is part of Tyson Fury's armory when he has a fight. He's got to be able to get into the head of an opponent. He'll either be your enemy or your foe.
Anthony Joshua speaks with authority, the champion reminding all that Fury enters as the challenger. His confidence doesn't waver, his presence commands respect, and when AJ calls himself the landlord, it's a statement of fact Fury can't dismiss.
Different for me than it is for any champion. He's a challenger. Huh? But he can't sell out. This is the first time he's headlining a show. I'm here, I'm the champion. I told you, I'm the landlord. I'm collecting.
Adam Smith weighs in with conviction, making it clear why Joshua's position in this rivalry is so strong. For Smith, AJ is still the man to beat. His career has been stellar, and the biggest test lies just around the corner. If Joshua and Fury collide this year, Smith believes the momentum, form, and hunger all tilt firmly in AJ's favor.
It's been a phenomenal career. He's not just going to slip away into the sunset, I don't think. So I think if that fight, which I think is very much still there to be made this year, is got to be.
Tony Bellew calls it how he sees it, questioning Fury's true intentions. With all the delays and excuses, Bellew doubts Fury even wants the fight right now. Meanwhile, Joshua stays ready and focused. His words reflect the fans' frustration. Fury talks, but AJ is the one prepared to step up and make it happen.
It's one that, right now, I mean, he's just coming off a hard camp, a hard fight, and does he need it right now, immediately, when Tyson Fury says so? Probably not, but can he afford to knock back the opportunity? Probably not as well, so it's tough, really. I'm not so sure it actually does happen, and I'm not so sure it's someone, once again, boy who cried wolf.
Duke McKenzie frames it as a classic heavyweight clash, power versus resilience, but even his breakdown leans towards Joshua. Yes, AJ's chin has been tested, but so has Fury's, with multiple knockdowns on his record. As McKenzie says, it boils down to who lands first, and in that exchange, Joshua's explosive combinations, sharp timing, and hunger make him the more dangerous man. Fury may be crafty, but he can't dance forever against someone with AJ's precision and firepower. When the moment comes, Joshua's power is the true difference maker.
I think AJ's got a lot of power still. His punch resistance may be shot to pieces, but you know, Fury's not too far behind him, I don't think. They're both ready to go. So it's a question of who lands first. And Fury's always been quite smart, quite clever in terms of his boxing sort of prowess and ability. So you would expect Fury to maybe nick it,
When Fury talks, it's less conviction and more desperation. His grand claims of being destined for greatness sound hollow, like a man reminding himself rather than the world. Calling Joshua a little man is pure bravado, because the reality is AJ is the physical powerhouse in this rivalry. History shows Fury struggles when faced with heavy hitters. He's been dropped before, and Joshua has the kind of precision and power to finish the job. While Fury leans on talk of legacy, Joshua has kept grounded, quietly sharpening his tools and staying disciplined. Destiny doesn't win fights. Power, timing, and composure do, and that's where Joshua holds the edge.
Defeated, he's a champion, I'm a champion, and it's going to be one of the fights for the ages. You know, someone told me the other day, it's been 24 years since we had a last undisputed world heavyweight champion. Now, we know that the both Klitschko's was champions for around about 10 years, so there's been another 14 years where other heavyweights couldn't do it. So we've been chosen, and I believe we're both destined to be here, to be in this big fight in Saudi Arabia, the Ring of Fire. And there's only one winner, and I'm destined to become the undisputed champion.
Eddie Hearn strips it down to the core. Fury thrives on chaos, but that chaos is also his downfall. One day it's retirement, the next it's wild demands, and nobody ever knows if he's serious. That unpredictability makes him unreliable at the elite level. Joshua, on the other hand, is steady, disciplined, and laser-focused on improvement. While Fury wastes energy on drama and mind games, AJ is already in camp, working, sharpening, and preparing for the moment. Hearn makes it clear one man is distracted by noise, the other is driven by structure. When professionalism matters most, Joshua stands as the real champion, while Fury looks like a man still unsure if he even wants to fight.
You can't ever guess what Tyson Fury's thinking or what his plan is, you know, and it's really, you just got no, like, you can't choose confidently what he's going to do. Maybe he's had enough. Maybe he's got the hump. Maybe it's a game. You just got to worry about yourself. And, you know, for us, AJ's probably a couple of weeks away from going back into camp. And then, you know, in a couple of weeks, maybe we'll reach out to Frank and Spencer and say, look, we're going to make our next move. Do you want to speak to Tyson and see, make sure it's 100% a non-start?
Spencer Brown finally delivers the confirmation fans craved. Talks are real, and Fury versus Joshua is firmly on the table. He admits Turki Alashik's vision is clear. The biggest fight in the world has to be Fury against AJ. Even though Brown leans toward Usyk first, he concedes Joshua could be next. And that's the real headline. Because behind the politics, everyone in the game knows the truth. The money, the spectacle, the defining fight of this generation is Joshua versus Fury. Spencer's words make it clear. AJ isn't lurking in the shadows. He's standing front and center, ready to headline the showdown the entire boxing world is waiting for.
At the championship rounds, 10, 11, 12, it was scrappy, it was messy, and it was just kind of like winning the argument. But when you watch it and score it, gloves are hitting you. It was just busy, wasn't it? It was busy. But did you feel it was slipping away from you at the end? Or did you feel you was doing enough?
No, I felt like I'd done it. I felt like I was up before the bell had gone. 30 seconds, I only needed 30 seconds rest. I was up off my stool 30 seconds before the bell had gone. Look at my demeanour.
Yeah, but you're fit, man. You train.
Carl Froch doesn't sugarcoat it. Joshua versus Fury is the fight the whole world is waiting for, but Fury's retirement talk raises serious doubts. Why even mention walking away when the biggest challenge of your career is right there? Froch, a man who always stepped into tough fights, sees the cracks. AJ is the ultimate test, the legacy-defining opponent, and fans won't accept excuses. By questioning Fury's words, Froch hints at what many believe. Maybe Fury doesn't truly want this fight. Joshua, meanwhile, hasn't flinched once. He stays ready, embracing the spotlight, hungry for the defining moment. Froch's verdict cuts deep. Real champions step up when it matters. And right now, Joshua looks like the man ready to seize the throne.
Simon, I know the fight with Anthony Joshua is an interesting one we want to see, one that I certainly want to see. First of all, I'd just like to say, why retire, why come out? I've touched on it.
Tyson Fury's own words expose everything fans suspected. His focus isn't legacy, it's money. When Carl Froch questions his retirement talk, Fury brushes it off with jokes and boasts about paydays. Meanwhile, Joshua speaks about history, pride, and cementing his place as the best. That's the clear divide. AJ is chasing greatness. Fury is chasing checks. His young, free, and single line is pure deflection, a way to mask hesitation with humor. A man certain of becoming undisputed doesn't doesn't haggle for money first. He demands the fight, and this is why fans grow frustrated with Fury's circus. Every promise comes with a delay, every claim with another excuse. Joshua's camp stays locked in, training, preparing, sharpening for war. When the moment comes, that difference in mentality will matter. One man wants glory, the other wants cash. And when fists start flying, fans will see.
And I'll just say one thing to that, to him, show me the money! I'm available. I'm young, free and single, ready to mingle.
Carl Froch lays it bare. Yes, Anthony Joshua has been dropped. Yes, he's been stopped. But that's exactly what makes him the fighter fans rally behind. Froch admits the irony. Even with defeats on his record, Joshua remains the man who brings the biggest crowds, the biggest arenas, and the most attention. That isn't weakness, that's star power. AJ connects because people see resilience in him, the scars of battle that only fuel the hunger for redemption. Fury, on the other hand, has built his career on protecting an unbeaten record, while sidestepping the one fight the public demands. Froch's bluntness exposes the truth. The danger in Joshua is not that he's been beaten, but that he refuses to stay beaten. That's why Wembley would shake for him, not just for Fury. Fans want to see if Joshua can rise again, if he can conquer the man who's avoided him. The setbacks don't kill the story, they make the showdown even bigger.
If he fights Anthony Joshua, that will be the one that people want to see. That will probably still fill Wembley, but as a boxing purist and as a lover of the sport, am I that bothered if Tyson Fury never steps in the ring with Anthony Joshua? I'll be honest, no. AJ's been flattened.
This isn't just another heavyweight showdown, it's the fight that will define a generation. If Anthony Joshua wins, he doesn't just defeat Tyson Fury, he rewrites his entire legacy, silencing critics, erasing doubts, and proving once and for all that he is the true king of the division. Whether it happens under the lights of Wembley, in Saudi Arabia, or anywhere across the globe, AJ's victory would echo through history. But if Fury finds a way to win, he stamps his name among the all-time greats, the unbeaten showman who finally turned words into action. What's really on the line here is legacy, pride, and the ultimate prize, the undisputed heavyweight crown. One man brings discipline, hunger, and a redemption story that inspires millions. The other thrives on unpredictability, chaos, and the desperate will to keep holding.